Hi guys, welcome to Roving Through Books. I'm still reviewing one of my favorite collection of short stories, Lagos Noir. As usual, everybody will have their own favorites, and one of my favorites is Uncle Sam by Leye Adenle. Why? Now, I got some books from Cassava Republic a while back, and then they sent me an anthology of short stories, and this was one of the short story that was in the collection. At first, I was like, when I read it, I was like, something fishy is going on, and I was like, let me be patient, sha. And I saw that I was like, and you scammers, and different strategies. So personally, I was intrigued, and I think that's what sold me to Leye. And I'm like, why do you think like a criminal? Because if you do think like a criminal, how could you write this and write the criminal's life? You have to understand what it means to be a criminal, right? And he does it, and it's. I think that's it's one of my favorite stories here. Another of my favorite story is Showlogo. I feel like we should give a round of applause to that character because he is exceptional. If someone told me a few years back that I believe that somebody with gum his body to a plane and travel to another place and then he will come down, I'll be like, why are you cooking lies for me? Because what's the meaning of all this? And then I read your logo story. I don't know why Nnedi she put charm inside the story because I believe it. I believe Showlogo story so much. It doesn't sound real. Like even to my ears, it's unbelievable that I believe this story. But it's because Nnedi she's really good at what she does. So yes, I believe it. I believe it. I believe that somebody can, if they decide to do it, they can. And not just because of that, because of the person she created Showlogo to be. Now, show logo, the reason why he's called show logo is for funny reasons. But as a person, if he says, I go show you my logo, anything that you see from there, take it like that. Take it like that. So we see show logo to be a very unbeatable, indestructible character. That is the way she presents show logo. But even that, climbing, attaching your body to a plane is just, it's too mad. Like, it's too crazy. Why would you do that? And he held on till he was in able to like jump down. And when he jumped down, people even thought he was dead. Me self, I thought he was dead because I mean, so far as it is not in the airport, because the distance from the plane to the ground while flying, even if it's about to land, is quite high. Except when it's in the airport and it's like really, really about even sometimes even in the airport, I think the distance is still quite high. So imagine someone falling from that distance and standing up. I was like, anyways, that's one of the stories. There's another story that I would say that is a lie, and that's the story where rats were dealing with cats. Like they were dealing with this cat, they were killing this cat, they were doing different things to this cat, and that it was so unbelievable. But I believe it. I believe it. Like that's why I said this collection of short stories is very, very interesting. Now, yesterday when I was reviewing A Kind of Madness by Uche Okonkwo, I mentioned that there's a story there that was also in Lagos, Noir, and the story is titled Eden. So the story is of two children and they're in their father's house, obviously. But something happens and I felt like the responsibility was misplaced. It was supposed to be on the people that put them in that circumstance in the first place more than the children, and they were just being punished for it. So, yes, I think Nigerian writers are very brilliant generally, and this collection is a proof. I'm hoping I can read the other Noirs that exist. I'm looking to read Addis Ababa Noir, Accra Noir, Joburg Noir. There are so many Noirs. I mean, if you check the introductory page of this book, you will see that there are quite a lot of noirs that exist. And so far, this was an excellent exhibit. An excellent exhibit. I recommend this to pretty much everybody. Read Lagos Noir. Enjoy the excellence of Nigerian writers. Dwell in the beauty of the pages. Like, yes, they're writing about crime, but they're writing about it in a beautiful way. So yes, and that's all for me for today. Bye guys.